Hi YouTubers, it's Smokessie. So I got effects for today. So I'm in the garage again for our bulk pipe tobacco review right now. Okay, so yeah, I'm going to be reviewing our Peter Stokkebye tobacco. It's going to be Peter Stokkeby's. Let me just show you the tobacco. Okay, it's going to be Peter Stokkeby's Whiskey number 2. It is blended by Peter Stokkebye. It's aromatic. It is manufactured by Peter Stokkebye. It is contains Burley, Cavendish, and Virginia. It is flavored with one ameliorant or flavoring, which is whiskey. It is ready rubbed. It is a bulk packaging. It's produced in Denmark. It is currently available from pipesandcigars.com. Okay, so this is obviously aromatic. It's whiskey flavored aromatic. And I haven't had whiskey in a long time, so it'll be interesting to see how this compares to actual real whiskey. Anyway, so yeah. Let me fire up my pipe and let's get the video done. Or going. I did pack this a little tight, so it might be a little bit hard to get lit, but yeah. Okay. 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 That was a false light. It's actually kind of messy. Yeah, one thing I noticed about these tobaccos is they tend to be a little bit messy when you pack them. I love, I'll say this, I love the way Dunhill cuts their tobaccos because it is just the perfect ribbon cut. This actually looks more like a ribbon cut, but this is actually a ready rubbed. It must be a very thin ready rubbed tobacco, or maybe ribbon cut, I don't know. I use tobaccoreviews.com as my reference, so maybe I'm wrong, maybe I'm right. Okay, 1 or 2 of my lights should do it. Yeah, it's pretty messy. Yeah, it's pretty messy. Whew. Smoky. Okay, I think this should do it. Okay, let's see how it tastes. Kind of tastes like whiskey. Overall, pretty mild for the initial puff or two. The initial puff, very mild. Yeah, it kind of does taste like whiskey. Not very strong whiskey. It tastes more like a kind of like a sour whiskey. Very mild whiskey. Okay, not bad. I did pack this a little tight, so it might be a little bit hard to draw through or suck through. Yeah, not bad. Has a very mild, sweet, slightly alcohol-like flavor to it. Not bad. Kind of not bitter, but kind of like a sour taste to it. And I don't mean that in a really good way or bad way. It just has a very sour taste to it. Like if you ever eat like Sour Patch Kids or drink something that has a sour taste to it, not salty taste, not salty sour taste, but like a sour taste. Whew. Yeah, not bad. Doesn't have a bad taste to it. It's just very mild. Yeah, not not terrible. Just has a very mild, sour, kind of alcohol-like taste to it. It's not bad. Yeah, it kind of does taste like alcohol. It tastes like whiskey. Now, in comparison to like more stronger aromatics, this does not have as strong of a taste to it. Now, most of the Peter Stokkebye aromatics I've noticed have a very mild taste. The aromatics they're blended by Peter Stokkebye. On the other hand, for example, Boswell aromatics. Ooh, got crap in my finger. So the Boswell aromatics have a very strong taste. They have a very the flavor's more enhanced. So yeah, Peter Stokkebye aromatics aren't bad. They're just, in my opinion, milder than the Boswell aromatics. Yeah. Now that I'm getting to the first third of the bowl, oh, hot, hot, ow, hot, hot, ow, damn it, ow, ow, damn. I use my finger as a tamper sometimes. Shit. So, and I just burned my finger. Ow. I really should use my pipe tamper more. So, ow, that hurt. Yeah, not bad. It's kind of hot burning. That may be because I packed it a little tighter and I'm having to draw more forcefully to get smoke out of it. Yeah, not the best thing in the world. I wouldn't super recommend this. It burns pretty hot already. It's starting to burn pretty hot. Maybe it's because I packed it tight. Maybe it's because I was lighting it too much. Yeah, pretty flat. The whiskey taste is starting to go away now, and it's starting to be replaced with kind of like a hot flavor. Not the most pleasant flavor in the world. Has kind of a burnt whiskey taste. And that's really not the most pleasant thing in the world, honestly. Yeah. This got, I believe, a 2.7 out of 10. Not out of 10. A 2.7 out of 4 on tobaccoreviews.com, which is my reference. Tobaccoreviews.com website. And honestly, this is not that good, honestly. The whiskey tastes really cheap. It reminds me of smoking like a really cheap drugstore tobacco. Honestly that's what it reminds me of. And when I say honestly, it's like, yeah, that kind of reminds me of that. It honestly is very juicy also. It's starting to stain my lips. I'm not sure if it's because I packed it too tight or because whatever. I'm going to try to give it a relight. Has a decent throat hit. I mean, not bad for a throat hit, but not something I would really recommend. Burns pretty hot. The pipe is pretty warm right now. I've been smoking this for about 7 minutes or so. Yeah, I'm not really a big fan of the taste either. The taste is really cheap. It reminds me of kind of like drugstore tobacco, drugstore pipe tobacco for a pipe. Yuck. Yeah, this tastes kind of like crap. I'm not sure if it's because I packed it too tight or I lit it too much. I put too much direct flame on it, but this is really kind of nasty, honestly. Kind of has a peppery taste also. It kind of has a peppery, sour whiskey taste. Not very pleasant. Yeah. It doesn't really bite. It's more just kind of a really funky, nasty taste. I'm not sure if it's because I packed it tight or because I am sucking too hard through it, like drawing through too hard. Let me try to get a more slower draw. Yeah. This is honestly packed pretty. It's not. I don't think it's because it's packed too tight. I think this is just kind of crappy, honestly. Okay, it went out. Let's see. Okay. Yuck. It's also very messy. These Peter Stokkebye tobaccos I find are very messy. So let's try to relight it. Whew. It actually reminds me of a snuff I tried in smoke form called Whiskey and Honey by Toke. I reviewed that snuff a couple years back. Yeah, not the best flavor in the world. The whiskey is really, really gritty and kind of bitter tasting. Not really the best thing in the world. Yuck. Yeah, it's getting really juicy now. Let's get into the ratings of this. Let's see, the strength is mild to medium. The taste and body is, I would say, probably mild to medium the most, maybe medium bodied. It's really kind of bitter, honestly. It's really a bitter whiskey taste. Has a little bit of like a honey flavor to it, but it reminds me of that snuff I tried a long time ago, the nasal snuff, and kind of like in smoke form, kind of like if you burn snuff. Also, 1 minute. Yeah. Sorry, I just had to spit. Um, yeah, it burns really hot also. Not that good, honestly. Kind of, I would say the best word to describe would be very mediocre. Tastes very cheap, like a very cheap whiskey taste. Kind of like a very mediocre, cheap whiskey taste, yeah. The flavor of the whiskey taste is bitter, kind of sour. It also gives me kind of like a headache, honestly, from smoking it. The tongue bite is tolerable. The room note, again, it's going to be pleasant because everyone likes to smell of aromatics. It's going to be very good. It's going to smell like fresh whiskey. The retrohaling, is okay. It kind of has that sensation of whiskey and like honey through your sinuses. Would I suggest recommend to a pipe smoker? No. Tastes very cheap and very mediocre. Reminds me of like drugstore tobacco. Kind of reminds me of Captain Black and Bork and Riff and that kind of stuff, like pouch tobacco. Yeah. Overall, it also kind of dries on my throat. It really does dry out the back of my throat. Probably getting a glass of water when I get in. Yeah, not the best thing in the world. Anyway, overall rating for this, I'd probably give it out of 10. Maybe about a 5 out of 10. Not really that good. It also gives me a wicked headache. I got a really bad headache from smoking this. I've only been smoking this for maybe 15 minutes. So, gives me a headache. Really dries out the back of my throat. Not really that good. Overall rating 5 out of 10 for Peter Stokkebye's Whiskey number 2. Comment, rate, subscribe. Person must be want to on YouTube, and 5 out of 10 for rating. Anyway, bye.